Thank you. Yeah, I don't even know if I can find the words to express how proud of these guys I am. I always come in here and say I'm proud of them, and I really am, no matter what the box score says, just because we have such a great group of young women on our team. But the close games that we've been in and have not ended up winning, after every game, we talk about what we should have, could have, and are going to do differently. And we've been in so many close games against top 10 teams that we haven't come out on top. The coolest thing for me tonight was to watch our team literally growing, before our eyes as the clock is ticking. They're growing. They're doing the things that we talked about in our other close games. They're staying together. They're communicating in ways we've talked about. So just wildly proud of these guys and so excited for them.
Jared, finished on a 15-0 run over the last 6 minutes, and every rebound was going to the Buffs.
Us, yeah.
So how good did that feel after watching, especially over the last week? I know it's several this year, but over the last 7 days to watch this team not finish those. How good did that feel?
It just felt, it's incredible. It's really hard to describe. I don't know if it would feel as good if we hadn't had such heartbreaking losses, but to see us grow in ways that we know we're capable of, and to really finish the game was pretty awesome.
Coach, can you talk about the defensive efforts tonight, especially the team's ability to force Arizona to make some last-second shots?
Yeah, we know that we're capable of being a great defensive ball club, and somebody just told us this is the lowest point total in the history of Colorado basketball against a ranked opponent. 25 years ago, we held a ranked opponent to 44 points, so 38. It shows that we're really capable of defending, and I think that these guys will use that moving forward to know that when we need a stop and we dig in and really communicate, we can get stops.
Aubrey, how much do you think the previous games helped you in this one you guys talk about, after all those other losses, you talk about, well, these are lessons that we can take for the future. Well, now you actually seem to apply them. So how much do you think those actually did apply today?
I think it was huge. I think in the past games that we've had that we've lost on these close ones, the last 5 or so minutes we're kind of playing on the not aggressive end. And so we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot in that we're trying not to make mistakes, and then we end up changing the trajectory of the game. But I think in this game we were like, okay, we need to take smart shots and we need to get stops. And I think defense is what strived us in that. We always talk about how defense helps our offense. When we're playing good defense, it helps us, do better on the offensive end, and that's definitely what happened down that stretch.
Your three-pointer, there's a lot of free throws down the stretch, but your three-pointer there with a couple minutes left seemed to, I don't know, give you guys breathing room, maybe a sense of relief or just excitement. Do you feel like that was a big boost mentally for this team?
Well, for me personally, I think it was a big relief just because I finally found the three that went in, and I was like, thank you. But I think I told the team that, we couldn't breathe just yet because we had to, finish out the game, and we had to, get some key stops because anybody could, hit a three, because they did have some key shooters that was taking those shots. So we locked down defensively, and then those free throws they're not our Achilles heel, but, we got to keep shooting the free throws, and we just got to keep making them. So.
Maya, the team struggled the most in the third quarter, but came out really, really strong with a lot of energy in the fourth. How did you regroup between those quarters?
I think because my coach came to me and he told me about how my energy kind of affects the team, and I took that kind of personally, and I just changed my effort and my energy. So the first defensive possession of the fourth quarter, I tried to be aggressive, and on offense, I tried to let that translate. And then we just picked up a lot of energy in the fourth quarter, and then the team just got really energized, and we just got O-boards and stops, and, we started scoring, so it was good.
I've got a couple of good questions from my class. Those are you student athletes with your peers over here.
JR, what does this win mean for the direction of your program, and can it serve as like a standard to go forward?
Yeah. Thank you, Evan. Great question. It means a lot for us. It meant a lot to be at Stanford when they were number 7 in the country and take them to overtime. It meant a lot when they were number 4 in the country, and we should have had that game here, like UCLA here. All of those games meant a lot for our growth as a program, but to be able to actually finish one out and win it, I think is just really huge. And for these guys to do it, on senior night, for a senior that they really truly love, is really neat as well.
Mike, you talk about that real quick, just Quinessa, and You know, she doesn't go out there and score 20 points or anything, but hits a couple free throws there at the end. I thought her defense was really good today. But just what it meant for you guys as a team to win this for her.
Coach Jay started off saying that we wanted to play everything that Q embodies, and I think we actually took that to heart, and we wanted to, get a win for her on her senior night, her being the lone senior as well. And we all love Quinessa. We love her effort, her defensive energy. She doesn't score 20 points, but she does some key things that keeps us in the games, and she's just a smart player. Coach Jay talks about how calm she is, and she really does have like this calming thing that on the court that really keeps everybody focused and centered. So I really appreciate that about her, and we will miss that.
Coach, Aubrey had 10 points and 8 rebounds coming off the bench. How important is it to have impact players that you can call to when you need it?
Yeah, absolutely huge. We'd like to get that every night out of Aubrey Knight. Actually, we told Aubrey a couple weeks ago that the remainder of our season would largely depend on her productivity, and that's not to put pressure on her. But, we have a handful of players that kind of do their thing. Maya's given us, 13 and 8 most nights pretty consistently. And Aubrey, when she's aggressive and when she rebounds number-wise like this, it typically really changes the game for us offensively and defensively. So it was everything, to be honest. We need her to do that and give us that spark. And I thought she was incredible defensively tonight. And so, yeah, it was huge. Thanks.
Aubrey, what does it mean for the second time to be presented with the Seal Berry Pride Award?
That's a huge honor. Seal Berry is a legend here, and so for her to be able to give me that award 2 years out of the 3 that I've been here, there's no words really to describe it. I just try and strive to be a good person like she is and what she's demonstrated for this program, and just try and keep that trajectory going forward.
Aubrey, you had a great defensive game. Do you feel like more made free throws might have sealed the game a little earlier or made any difference in that way?
Yeah, I think it would have. It would have taken a little bit of pressure off us in that last minute. But at the end of the day, we got the dub. But we definitely have to work on our free throws at the end of games because, as you saw in Stanford a week ago, if we would have hit free throws, that could have changed the game for us there. And thankfully, they didn't make shots on the other end, and we got defensive stops. But, yeah, we definitely need to focus on making free throws at the end.
You had a career high 13 rebounds. Was your personal strategy any different today for getting boards, or was it just kind of how the ball landed?
No, I think just in the huddles of our timeouts, Coach Day and Coach T were just saying to rebound on both ends. So I definitely wanted to get on the glass a lot more just to give us second chance opportunities and to limit them to only one possession. So it was very important.
Anything else from the class? I'll give you a sample one. You've had so much heartbreak against ranked teams. You outscored a ranked team today 21-7 in the fourth quarter, and the ranked teams usually come alive to save their record. What do you attribute that to?
Honestly, I think I attribute it to the amount of growth that we've had. If we hadn't had all of these close games, that truly, I tell them, coaches, I'll wake up at 3 a.m. 24 years from now and be thinking about the Stanford game. Coaches live with that forever, but the blessing in that is that these guys have really grown. Like, they've really taken the things that we've talked about in those games and they applied it. That's what every coach wants. You want to learn and apply it, so that it doesn't happen again. And I think the best part about that today was that these guys were doing that, and so they know what that should look like and feel like down the stretch of a game. And that bodes very, very well for our future.
Coach, you go on the road for the next 2 games. What are you taking from this game and going to hopefully apply to those 2 games?
Oh, pure passion, excitement, energy. This team loves each other. We have a really great group. We love to travel, actually, because we enjoy being around each other so much. So travel is always fun for us. But, yeah, we just need to bring, every team is really, really good. And so we have to, obviously play really hard and be really disciplined and then take the learning lessons, not just the past 25 games, but from this game, and try to apply it to the next one. All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.